بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على خير خلقه أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين خاتم النبيين سيدنا مرسلين حبيب قلوبنا بالقاسم محمد
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. السلام عليك يا رسول الله. السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين. السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء سيدتي النساء العالمين. السلام عليك يا حسن والحسين سيدي شباب أهل الجنة. السلام عليك يا علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين. السلام عليك يا إمام المهدي يا صاحب العصر والزمان. السلام عليكم جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب. رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. صدق الله العلي العظيم. صلوات.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
What happened? Just 2 more nights left. And everybody is scattered like the birds scattered when stones are thrown at them. It wasn't that bad the last 10 nights, was it? كل يوم عاشوراء كل أرض كربلاء. That is every day, not only the first 10 nights. Alhamdulillah, they're coming in now. Recite us a word.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Whatever I have said about in the last few nights, it must come with the understanding that we cannot expect our lives to be easy. The path towards Allah, as I have said before and I'm saying it again and I want to reiterate it again and again, is always difficult. But it is not the difficulty that we face in terms of inclement weather, difficulty at work, because the difficulty towards Allah actually comes with ease of the soul. The physical difficulties towards Allah becomes easier because the soul finds it as such. And everything that we do by Allah is very difficult. To wake up in the morning for Salatul Fajr is not easy. It takes effort. It takes that stamina. It takes a person's initiative, a person's courage to get up in the morning because of the 3 knots that Shaitan has put on our backs, on our necks. Yes or no? Everybody will agree to that. To remain true, honest in our transactions, halal or haram, is very difficult. To ensure that everything we eat, there's no haram at any given moment, is difficult. Look at what the conditions are for prayers. When you pray, you even have to make sure that the cloth that you wear is halal. Because the clothes that we wear, if it is haram or earned through haram, means the namaz, the salat is not accepted. You have to ensure that you do your wudu properly, in a manner that whatever you are doing, you should know now, إِلَيْهِ تُرْجَعُونَ. Wasn't that the last ayat recited today? Just now? Everything is going towards Allah. Every single act that we do. But guess what? Amongst all the acts that we do, one of them that can be the most difficult to the youth is being obedient to our parents. It is by far one of the most difficult acts for any youth, and there is not a single youth that might find that contrary. Maybe a couple. But being obedient to parents, Ya Allah, their ideas do not match our ideas. Yani our parents don't know what we are going through. Mother, father, do you know we are going through a nightmare in school? Oh no, my son, I don't know because I just came out just like this. I didn't go through your age. And it is true that the times are different, and Imam Ali says, raise your children in the times they are in. Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq says that if you are aware of the time you are in, you will never be overcome with bewilderment. Never. The problem that we face is that because of the sudden drastic change in the last 20 years, the last 10 years, with technology, with modernity, with the advancement of Western ideology, all of a sudden those who have migrated to the West, it has hit them like a block. What happened? These are not our values, these are not our cultures. Our children are growing up in a society whereby we can't control it anymore. This is the fear our parents have, and rightly so. They have the correct fears, and we need to appreciate those fears. But those fears also come with realization that we cannot disobey them at any given time. No matter what the case is. Alhamdulillah, if our parents are Muslims, good. But even if parents are kafir, those who are not Muslims, we are not permitted to disobey them in the matters of except disobedience to Allah. Other than that, it becomes wajib to obey them. And I will explain why. Please recite the salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Believers must obey their parents. But before we go to parents, what is a believer? Who is a believer? Let's define believer first before we go to the ideology of parents. Sure, Islam has said believe. Those who believe have to obey their parents. What is a believer? In Surah Nur, verse number 51, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, the answer of the believers when summoned to God and His apostle in order that He may judge between them is no other than this. They say, we hear and we obey. It is these people who attain felicity, salvation. The believers are those who tell the Prophet and Allah, Bas, you say, we obey. That is called taslim. That is called Islam. That is called Muslim. Yani you submit to the will of God. And then we come to parents. In Surah 17, verse number 23 and 24. The Lord has decreed that you worship no one but Him. And that you be kind to your parents. He has put this in one sentence. He has not put this in different sentences. Yani you look at the importance of submitting to Allah. When you realize that Allah is saying, do not worship anybody but me and be kind to your parents. That means He's raising the status of your parents to the point of almost close to His obedience. In one sentence. He doesn't separate the sentence. And then He continues and He says, whether one or both of them attain old age in life, do not say a word of contempt to them. The lowest form of word of contempt that you can say, that we can say to our parents is oof. Go clean your room.